What if I told you that the secret to living beyond 90 doesn't come in a pill, a surgery, or a hospital bed, but in your mornings? Picture this. You're 92 years old, still walking without a cane, still laughing with your grandchildren, still remembering your dreams, your life, and your purpose. You feel alive, not just breathing, but truly living. What if the decisions you're making every morning, before the world even wakes up, are the compass that leads you there? Most people don't realize this, but how you begin your day quietly shapes how long your days will be. The choices you make during the first hour of your morning are either investing in your vitality or slowly draining your lifespan, one rushed, thoughtless routine at a time. Science now proves it. Centenarians, people who live past 100, don't just get lucky. They build habits that protect their minds, strengthen their hearts, and calm their souls. And it all starts in the morning. But here's the truth most won't tell you. It's not about doing more. It's about doing the right things. Simple, quiet, purposeful. And if you commit to these 5 powerful habits, not someday, but starting tomorrow morning, you may just rewire your destiny. This is not about perfection, it's about direction. So if you've ever looked in the mirror and wondered what kind of future you're really walking toward, this video is for you. Stay with me to the very end, because the final habit may just be the missing piece that saves your life. Let's dive in. Number 1, wake up with intention, not alarm. Imagine this. You're wrenched out of sleep by a blaring alarm, heart racing, mind fogged. This is how millions start their day, in panic, rush, and resistance. But the longest living people, they rise with intention. Studies show that people who wake up naturally or with calm, melodic alarms have lower cortisol levels. The stress hormone that, in high doses, is linked to heart disease, memory loss, and even premature death. The key? Don't wake up to noise. Wake up to purpose. Think of your morning as the beginning of your legacy. Before the phone notifications, before the traffic, before the world invades your peace, you have a moment to choose stillness over chaos. Many centenarians speak of a quiet, calm start. No phones, no screens, just breath, silence, and sometimes a spiritual ritual. Prayer, gratitude, or reflection. It's not superstition, it's psychology. Your brain is most plastic in the first hour after waking. What you feed it determines your emotional and mental resilience throughout the day. So create a sacred ritual. Open your curtains and breathe deeply. Stretch. Journal one thought you're grateful for. This rewires your brain to seek positivity and build emotional immunity. And emotional immunity, according to Harvard studies, is just as critical as physical health for longevity. If you wake up dreading the day, that dread becomes your biological reality. Your immune system listens, your cells listen, your future listens. So tomorrow morning, don't just rise. Awaken. Because people who live past 90 don't just exist longer, they live deeper. And that depth starts the second they open their eyes. Number 2, hydrate your soul, not just your body. The second habit of those who live beyond 90 is deceptively simple. Drinking water the right way. Not soda, not coffee, not energy drinks. Water, but not just any time. Right after waking. When you sleep, your body loses water through breathing and sweat. You wake up dehydrated, whether you feel it or not. Dehydration in the morning leads to fatigue, foggy thinking, and slower metabolism. But here's the kicker. Chronic dehydration is directly linked to increased risk of stroke, kidney issues, and early aging. Now imagine this. You wake up, walk to your kitchen, and drink a tall glass of room temperature water. You're not just quenching thirst, you're activating your organs, flushing out toxins, and jump-starting your brain. This habit is almost universal among the world's longest living populations, from Okinawa, Japan to Sardinia, Italy. And here's the deeper truth. It's not just what you drink, it's the mindset with which you drink it. Pour it slowly. Feel it nourish you. Think of it as a ritual, not a chore. Because what you do with presence becomes a form of meditation. And research now confirms people who practice mindfulness live longer, happier, and healthier lives. Water is not just hydration, it's a message to your body. I care about you. That message, repeated every day, becomes belief, and belief becomes biology. So tomorrow, before caffeine or chaos, drink deeply, not just for your body, but for your future. Number 3, move like you mean it before the world moves you. The third habit, movement, but not for the abs, for the arteries. We're not talking about 60-minute gym sessions or grueling HIIT. We're talking about consistent, gentle movement every morning, before emails, before breakfast, before the day takes control. Studies from the Journal of the American Geriatric Society show that even 15 minutes of light stretching or walking in the morning drastically reduces the risk of cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and cognitive decline, the 3 biggest killers of aging adults. In places where people live past 90, like the blue zones, they don't work out. They move naturally and purposefully. Morning walks to the garden, Tai Chi under the trees, a few yoga poses with the sunrise. The goal? Blood flow, breath, vitality. Think of it like this. When you move early, you're telling your body, we're alive, we're in motion, let's keep going. Movement stimulates brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a miracle molecule that protects your brain from aging. It's like Miracle-Gro for neurons. Without it, we shrink, we fade, we forget. And here's what's more emotional. Movement gives you momentum. It creates pride, identity, and a psychological shift from I should be healthy to I am someone who honors my body. You don't need a gym, you need a reason. And that reason could be a grandchild's wedding, a mountain you still want to climb, or a promise you made to yourself that you'll live fully until your last breath. So move every morning, not to change your body, but to protect your ability to live in it. Number 4, fuel with conscious energy, not sugar and stress. Let's talk about breakfast. And let's be honest, is your first meal a moment of power or a pitfall? Those who live past 90, they eat light, clean, and conscious. Their morning meals aren't loaded with processed sugar, bleached flour, and artificial everything. They choose foods that love them back. You see, food is more than fuel, it's information. Every bite you eat sends a message to your cells: survive or thrive. Research from the National Institute on Aging shows that the quality of your first meal sets the tone for your blood sugar, inflammation levels, and energy curve for the entire day. And here's where it gets dangerous. Eating sugary, carb-heavy breakfasts increases the risk of insulin resistance, a silent killer that ages your body from the inside out. So what do centenarians do? They eat fiber-rich, protein-balanced, plant-powered meals in the morning. Oats, berries, nuts, boiled eggs, herbal teas, whole foods that nourish without overwhelming. But it's not just what they eat, it's how they eat, slowly, with awareness, with gratitude. Food eaten in stress becomes toxic. Food eaten with presence becomes healing. So ask yourself tomorrow, will this breakfast give me life or take it away? You deserve to eat like someone who plans to be here for a long, vibrant life. And every conscious breakfast is a vote for your future. Number 5, connect with something bigger than you. The final habit is the most invisible, yet perhaps the most powerful: connection. To people, to purpose, to something greater than yourself. In study after study, longevity is linked not just to what you do, but why you do it. People who live past 90 tend to have a reason to get up in the morning. The Japanese call it ikigai, a reason for being. And that reason is often tied to love, service, and belief. So how do you build that into your morning? It's simple. Take 5 minutes to connect with your why. Call someone you love. Whisper a prayer. Read a sacred text. Help a neighbor. Journal your mission. Reflect on your legacy. Something small, but deeply meaningful. Psychologically, this activates the prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for planning, empathy, and long-term thinking. And emotionally, it creates the resilience needed to face stress without breaking. In a world obsessed with productivity, those who live longest are often the ones who value presence over pressure. Connection, not perfection, is the key to lasting health. So tomorrow morning, before the to-do lists and the noise, connect to your people, to your purpose, to your path. Because when your mornings begin with meaning, your life ends with peace. Conclusion. So there it is. 5 morning habits that could shape your destiny. They don't require wealth, fame, or perfect genetics. Just one intention, repetition, and heart. Wake up with presence. Hydrate like your life depends on it, because it does. Move your body with love. Fuel your soul with real food. And finally, remember that you're part of something bigger, a thread in the great tapestry of life. You see, the goal isn't just to live long, it's to live well, with clarity, strength, and peace. And when your morning becomes a sacred ritual, not just a routine, you don't just add years to your life, you add life to your years. Now take a breath. Think of the person you want to be at 90. Think of the people you love, the memories you haven't made yet, the sunsets you haven't seen, the wisdom you're still meant to share. That version of you begins today, right now, with the next morning you're blessed to wake up to. If this video stirred something in you, if you feel the pull to live better, not just longer, subscribe. Leave a comment below and tell us, which habit will you begin tomorrow? And please, share this with someone you love, because maybe, just maybe, one morning could change everything. Until next time, live fully, rise intentionally, and keep becoming.